Good morning everyone. Class 8, I think I have completed your 4 chapters. Let us start our new chapter, and this is new for you all also, because this chapter is the beginning of your class 9 and class 10th syllabus. That means if I say simply that what it is chapter number 5, Introduction to Java and BlueJ. And I want to make you very clear that in class 9th and class 10th and above all, if you are going to take computers in future, then this chapter is very beneficial for you all in your near future. So let us start our today's class, and the class is of Introduction to Java and BlueJ. What is Java and what is BlueJ? First of all, I want to tell you that Java is a object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language means it is having some objects. Whenever we are going to make any program, then it works on the concept of objects. What it is object, I will tell you in further class. Today, just I want to tell you that why these things or why these languages come to our existence. As we all know, to communicate with the people, we require languages like Hindi, English, Urdu, Marathi, Bengali, Telugu, Tamil. Means many languages are there to communicate with each other. If we talk about the foreign ones, then there is Italian, French, Russian, Chinese. These languages are there which is used to communicate with anyone. In the same manner, now in the same manner in this era, if we want to communicate with computer, then in that case also we should have a particular language to talk with them. So to talk with computer, to understand their terms of and codes, we have to use some languages, and these languages came in our existence since 1950. In the old eras, we were having languages like BASIC, COBOL, Fortran. These were the languages of second generation computer, which was used to communicate with the computer. But due to very high number of codes, it is very difficult to learn these languages codes, because everything is going to be memorized. It is very tough job. Then after that, this language, there one more language came into our existence, that is C language, that is known as procedure oriented programming language. Here also the things become little easier than the previous languages, because now in place of learning more and more codes, we can simply communicate with the computer with the help of C language. But this language is also having very drawbacks. Drawbacks like the platform dependency. Platform dependency. If I say platform dependency, that means suppose I will give you a real world example. Suppose you are going to buy a shoes for you. Okay. So that shoe of your size is going to be fit in your own shoes only, not by your other brother. Maybe there is a chance that your brother is also having same size shoes, but most of the case, when you are going to buy that shoes, that is of your own size. In the same manner, C language is also doing the same. If the platform where it was designed, suppose it was designed on this computer which is having Windows software, then keyboards, mouses, then after that, let me write it clearly, Windows softwares, hardwares, plus environment. And configuration. Configuration can also be called as hardware. Okay. So whatever window, software, hardware or configurations or environment we have used to design these lines of codes, it is not necessary that this same code is going to be executed on other computer also. If I will give you a live example for this, you all are having game CDs. Game CDs is having some peculiar choices that it will run on 32-bit or it will run on 64-bit processor. What happens whenever these types of things come into existence, that means the particular environment, whatever environment is being used for that software making, it is not there. Sometimes you are having a problem also that this app is not executing in your own mobile, but in your friend's mobile it is working. This is the problem. Problem is what? The environment in which it was designed, it is not suitable for this particular software. Okay. So keep in mind, whatever you are making or whatever you are having for your own designing, it is not going to be executed on another one because due to the environment in which it was designed. So keep in mind. So that's why C was also not very famous. But I want to make you very clear, whatever operating system we are having or we are using in our computers, these all are working on the principle of procedure oriented programming language. How can you say that? Because you see, first of all, whenever you are switching on your computers, it fully use the procedure. That means first it will boot, then after that the operating system will load from ROM to the RAM. So this whole procedure will take. So that's why we can say that procedure oriented programming is still into existence. But what happens to Java? Java is a object oriented programming language which helps user to work on the principle of object only. That means whatever your need, you have to work on that principle only. So this is the small introduction regarding this language. Now, introduction of Java, how it came into our existence. Java was developed by the scientist, or we can say the programmer. We cannot say the scientist. He is the programmer. He was the programmer, Mr. James Gosling at Sun Microsystem. This language was designed. In the year 1991, when it was found, the name was given Oak. Now, a very interesting story behind this also. Oak was the name given by the programmers because they were not having any name in front of them. When they were making this language, they were not having any name in their mind. But after making this, when they were searching a name, then in outside of their window there were many oak trees, due to which this name was given Oak. Java was initially known as Oak. So in the year 1991, the language was known as Oak. But due to some contradictions and mainly there is a mismatch of the things that we are talking about, the tree or we are talking about the language, this language was modified in the year 1995. And the name was given Java. That means now Oak is changed into Java. In your book, it is given January 1996. I think there is a contradictory statement, but the language was found in the year 1995. So keep in mind, correct it in your book. Okay. In the year 1995, it was found now. Now Java came into our existence. Then introduction to BlueJ. One thing I want to make you very clear that Java and BlueJ both are two different things. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Keep in mind, Java is an object-oriented programming language, but BlueJ is a platform. BlueJ is a platform where we execute Java programs. Okay, BlueJ is a platform where we execute our Java programs. So keep in mind, as we are having platforms like Notepad for executing our HTML codes. In the same manner, the Java languages is being executed in BlueJ platform. So this is the difference between Java and BlueJ. As I told you, Java is an object-oriented programming language, and BlueJ is a platform where we used to do the Java programming. So I hope you all like this video and very clear about it. So for today, thank you. Have a nice day.